wise. I supervise a pretty large team here at the university, a division. And I've had many ups and downs in my leadership journey. It was not smooth sailing, and I don't expect it to be smooth sailing to keep going forward, but I've learned a lot. I've seen a lot, and so I'm excited to talk about this today.
So in your roles, like all of us, you didn't start out as a vice provost. So when did you realize you were a leader?
Sometimes there's days that I still don't think that I'm a leader. I don't know if there was just one time, one realization. It's funny, when I started here, if you go back, 17 years ago, you would have probably not thought that I would be in this position. In my first 6 months, I broke the shredder, I broke the laminating machine, an associate dean yelled at me. I made a lot of mistakes, but, I had supportive individuals along my path that kind of pushed me forward. I guess if I had to kind of realize when I was a leader, I'm really gonna say the pandemic flipped a switch for me, because I had just assumed this role in summer of 2019, and I'd only been with the team about 6 months, and all of a sudden the pandemic hit, and we had to go home within two weeks. And before, the leadership had been, it's the output, it's the product, you get the work done, etc.
Right.
And suddenly pandemic hits, and it's a lot more than just the output. There's so much more of the people empathy side of leadership. And so for me, I had to deal with things that I just never dealt with. And I think that it made me realize, what, now on the other side of it, I did lead us through that, not alone. Everybody led at their own part. And that's the whole thing about leadership for the rest of us. I'm not the sole leader of my team. We are all leaders in different aspects. And so I think sometimes it takes something like that for you to kind of really realize, okay, I am. But I'll still say day to day, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Did I make the right decision? Am I really right? I think we all question ourselves from time to time.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I think about the idea of empathy with our team and trying to get in their shoes. Empathy for me, I'm empathetic, but it's a learned behavior, okay? It doesn't really come natural for me to stop and think about, what is this person that I'm working with? What are they going through? What's in their shoes? How do I get in their shoes and see the perspective that they have? And in my 40 years of being an entrepreneur, I've been working on it. I have no way arrived. I still catch myself being frustrated with it. And so just tell me a little bit about that empathy that you realized in the pandemic, how that had to change your role and where you led in there.
Sure. And I don't want to come off like I was some kind of unempathetic ogre pre-pandemic. I always felt like I had it, but I would get frustrated with some of the actions of people thinking, why are you getting upset over this? Or why is this so important to you when it's really just a minor detail? And, suddenly in the pandemic, people were breaking down emotionally over something that I thought was quite insignificant. But then you got to stop and think, okay, wait a minute. This person is not only dealing with this work thing, they're also dealing with the fear of COVID. They have family members that are sick. Their kids are at home being homeschooled or, remote learning.
Right.
There's social justice issues going on. There's climate disasters going on. There's all these things. And I had to stop and think, I do not view the world the way this person does, or this person. We all view it differently.